Welcome back to the middle of the game between Purplemurasaki and Zangy. Still game 1. Purplemurasaki is on green-red Prowess, and Zangy is on Leaks Confirmed, which is an amazing deck name. Because, Leaks Confirmed. And because the deck uses Aether Leak plus Confirmed Hypothesis plus Pensive Songwriter to make an infinite combo that draws through their entire deck. So anyways, looking at what's happening here, Purplemurasaki has 1 Enraptured Countess. It seems like they're going to try to use Adventure of Fang Jaws on it to turn it into a base 4/4, which also gets buffed by Prowess, so it becomes 5/5. Then he's going to counter it with Cursory Glance. Now it seems like Purplemusaki's going to follow up with the Scorch to the face, so that's another Prowess trigger. And then he's going to get whacked for 3 by Scorch and 3 by Countess, so they're down to 2. And looking at the graveyard, seems like a long-fought game. Although it seems like they only drew a single creature, or maybe their other creatures got shuffled in somehow. What did Zangy have in their graveyard? Just a single Cursory Glance. Well, I guess this is just turn 3 or something. So Pensive Songwriter from Zangy, which they use to free cast a bounty. That's going to be a decent blocker for Enraptured Countess at least. And let's see. So Purplemurasaki needs to top deck something now, or else they're going to lose their moment. Ooh, Leaf Down Hunk. Yeah, there we go. They're going to win the game by Leaf Down Hunk. Wait, no. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping for Purplemurasaki to win by attacking and then nutting up the Enraptured Countess, but I guess instead of getting the nuts on the opponent, they're just gonna squirt their opponent to death with Blade's Memory.
Truly the bad ending.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it's time to move on to sideboarding, but I don't have the sideboards open, so let me get... On Purplemusaki's end, they have Blossoming Defense to protect against Zangy's removal. Well, Imperial Siege definitely, because Zangy's on tons of non-basics, right? They're like 4 colors, so of course they have tons of non-basics. So maybe just Imperial Siege and Blossoming Defense. Meanwhile, Zangy gets to bring in Cosmic Sinkhole, which is really good against fast decks because it's a 4 spike. L-Body to deal with Purplemusaki's Prowess creatures, and Shaldrain's Rage to also wipe the board, because 1 damage wipes the 1 toughness Prowess creatures pretty well during Zangy's turn. It seems like game 2 has begun already.
Yeah, game 2, we see... so we see an Acorn Assault and an Imperial Siege. Correct me if I'm wrong, Imperial Siege was pulled out of the sideboard. That's mainly to hit. Correct me on the name on this one. Is this a deck with... No, never mind. No, it's just a value play.
Yeah, it's just because Zangy has tons of non-basics.
Mm-hmm.
But Purplemurasaki only has a single Pagan Archer, so if it gets removed, then that's pretty bad for them. And Cosmic Sinkhole will count... Oh, never mind. Yeah, Enraptured Countess, that's a good draw.
Yeah.
So Pagan Archer comes down, Zangy counters it with Cosmic Sinkhole. And since they fetched the basic, they can't even get hit by Imperial Siege next turn.
Bro, Purplemurasaki already knew and was like...
Yeah, I mean, what else are you going to fetch 4, right? Yeah. You get 2 basics to play around Imperial Siege.
Mm-hmm.
Purplemurasaki draws a land. Well, here they just have to play Enraptured Countess and kind of just waste their last mana, I think. Or no, Enraptured Countess is going to get countered if they do that because it's Portal Factor from the opponent. So is Purplemurasaki just passing here? Because passing seems really bad.
What I learned when playing against purple was that if you just kill the Prowess creatures, it's very difficult for them to win if you don't have like the main staple of your deck, which is creatures with Prowess.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to see a counter here. And this is looking kind of rough for Purplemurasaki, especially because he's out of targets for his... Well, he doesn't have a target for his Imperial Siege either, which is not super important, but it means... If we see this Nebula come down, I guess there's something there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't know what the plan is for purple. You definitely want a body on the board to actually start doing what your deck was made to do.
I think the plan for purple is to top deck Prowess creatures. And if they don't top deck Prowess creatures, then it doesn't matter because they're going to lose anyways.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least burn spells are better than land top decks.
Yeah. Purplemurasaki is definitely set on lands.
Well, there's Imperial Siege. I think that's going to get countered. Or Zangy's thinking about it. Okay, yeah, they are going to counter with Cane Dancer, Portal Factor. But at least Purplemurasaki managed to get the Portal Factor cast before Zangy gets Wanderlust enabled. So that's 2 tokens that Zangy's not getting.
Yeah.
Purple is going to fetch a forest now, I guess, just to thin.
Yeah.
Zangy draws Renewal Grove. Okay, so Zangy's also getting a lot of lands, but lands are way better for Zangy than for purple.
For sure. Especially because Zangy is much more of like a controlling deck.
Yeah. Let's go up to Ruby Sands. I mean, Zangy's out of counter spells now, so... And purple can trigger Sculptor this turn by playing it plus Scorch. Unfortunately, I think the 3-1 lands are just going to run into the Mabel, which is actually just a really bad trade for Purplemurasaki because Zangy even gets a card out of the deal with Mabel drawing a card on ETB.
Mm-hmm.
But Zangy's not going to try to ambush the land. They're just going to ready for anything to draw cards right now.
I think that's the right play. I think that Zeng is at a high enough life total that what he wants to do is try and find another counter spell.
Right.
But I don't know if he has any counter spells. And is there any counter spells in his deck that hit Ruby with 2 lands open?
Cursory glance.
Yeah. So looking for a cursory glance at the moment.
Yeah. And even if they don't get cursory glance, then they still get to spend their mana pretty well because they get to spend 2 to crack the clue.
We see a Thunder Road in hand.
Well, at least they can't cast Thunder Roads this turn, but Thunder Roads Augmented will pretty much just end the game.
Yeah.
And I doubt that Purple can really win before that happens.
I wonder if Purple is going to go for Scorch and hold up Acorn Assault, or... I mean, I imagine that's what you do here.
I think they just play Scorch. Yeah.
Play Scorch now and hold up Acorn Assault.
I mean, Zane has Bounty of the Gardens in their deck, right? So, holding up Acorn also plays around Bounty. Also,
let me actually look up their deck list.
Actually, notably, I think Zane tapped incorrectly because Shugenja Sanctuary mana can't actually activate ability, so they can't crack the clue this turn. So they should have tapped Shugenja Sanctuary to play Ready for Anything. So maybe tap Shugenja plus the plane to play Ready for Anything, and then hold up Island Forest for Bounty plus cracking the clue. So anyways, Zane gets whacked for 3, which is actually kind of disappointing when you think about it. Well, I mean, Zane tries to crack the clue anyways. Is that going to be a game rule violation?
All right, hold on.
Yeah, okay. Purplemurasaki knows his right away, so we don't have to do any annoying rewinds. Zane draws another land. Okay, so they do have Thunder Road, right? Because they can pay like green or black on Mabel and then the other one on Thunder Road. So yeah, next turn they will have Mabel plus Thunder Roads augmented up, and that's going to end the game. So Purple basically has 1 turn to win. And okay, there's Leaf Down Hunk. Are we finally going to see Purplemurasaki nutting up a creature?
Yeah, here, fingers crossed. Do we see both Leaf Down Hunk and Nut Up in the same turn to try to trigger the Ruby?
Well, the problem is that there's really not a good way to do it because Leaf Down Hunk's Nut Up only hits attacking creatures.
Right.
So if you want to do anything, you have to Acorn Assault and then play Leaf Down Hunk as a creature without nutting anything first.
It is definitely a difficult situation for Purple. To nut or not to nut? That is the question.
I mean, it'd be really disappointing if you drew Leaf Down Hunk, but then never nutted with it, right?
No, we gotta nut every day.
You basically lose half the reason you're playing this card in your deck if you don't nut with it.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
They find dang jaws. Okay, so that means Sculptor survives a single Thunder Roads. So Zane might be tempted to Thunder Roads in response, in which case Acorn Assault will shut that down with the Hexproof mode.
I think that's what we're going to see here.
Zane's going to try to draw first.
I suppose that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, so that doesn't help them. Right, so Purple actually gets to go off this turn. Not that it actually wins, I think, because like Crush Cowards making something base 4/4 is a lot less impactful when your thing is already base 3/1. But maybe it's saying will waste the Thunder Roads, and that might give Purplemurasaki a way to win, because without Thunder Roads, Zane has a harder time stabilizing. A single Mabel won't be enough, I think. Okay, yeah, Zane's going for it, and Purplemurasaki will be able to use Acorn Assault to give the Sculptor Hexproof in response.
What's the other mode going to be? Are they going to try to nut up this turn?
No, they're not nutting this turn. No, wait, Fangdang Jaws is going to... Have they played a land this turn? Because they can just play Fangdangs from the adventure to get enough mana to nut.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah, that's wonderful. So they do get to nut this turn.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, they're not nutting. No, after all this, they're not going to nut. They're just gonna skip the nut.
They're not going to nut. That's so disappointing.
Yeah, I guess this really is
the bad ending.
Wait, it's June. It's not November. Never mind. I can't make that joke.
Why was the Rampant Summit moved into the creature attacking zone?
Because Sculptor made it into a 3/1 creature.
Oh, right, because they played right. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's the reason they played the Leaf Down Hunk as is instead of nutting.
In my mind, it makes a token, but I know that's not what it does.
I mean, it would be a lot better if it made a token. Because,
a token that died at end of turn.
Yeah, because then you wouldn't have to put your lands at risk.
Yeah, that's fair.
But now Zane's actually in trouble. Did Purplemurasaki
they've got to find either some kind of board wipe or
Yeah, I
or
think
something.
Zang got
Something
too
to deal
greedy
with the
there
creature.
with the Thunder Roads. Like, they should have realized that there was no way Purple was getting lethal from there, right? Like, even if they had the nuts, Scalper wasn't going to swing in for the full amount. And then next turn they could have Mabel plus Thunder Roads and won that way.
Yeah, but we didn't get to see that this game. We saw.
Well, they're still not dead yet. They can Mabel into Chump, and then, like, Mabel can draw into stuff. If they draw into Bounty of the Gardens, then suddenly they're back in the game again.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're going to confirm the Mabel trigger, which gains them 4 life.
That makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that works pretty well. Does mean that they won't be able to cast any bounty that they draw, but I think 4 life is more than worth it.
I would agree with that.
And Sculptor trades with the Mabel.
I mean, to be fair, they can just play another one, but...
Yeah, but at least it's 1 Sculptor down. And I think Purple might want to hold the Sculptor to act as a creature for the Sculptor trigger, because next time if they draw a spell, they can play Sculptor plus a spell, and then immediately get the 3-1.
This is just karma for Zangy not playing ninjas, what I've decided.
I mean, would ninjas have helped here? Like, does ninjas have a better matchup against this deck than whatever they're running right now?
But they lied to us.
I mean, what were you expecting?
I was expecting ninjas.
Huh.
And my expectations were ruined. Now they get nutted on.
No, they haven't gotten nutted on yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, they're getting knocked by the hump,
soon,
but not by the nut. Not
by the nut, by pure virtue of what's happening. This is the engaging commentary you all look for in a RickyRister video. You're very welcome.
Okay, they have plenty of chances to get something. Like, they can easily grind to the Thunder Roads and win here.
Oh yeah.
You know what's more disappointing if Zane loses here? This deck is called Leaks Confirmed, but I haven't seen any leaks confirmed yet.
Yeah.
Okay, Breach of Lilies, that's a start. What are they playing with Breach of Lilies? I guess they can Cane Dancer. Wait, what are they doing?
Oh, what are they going to try to
Strong Arm, that's really good.
What can they get with Breach the Lilies? They can get...
You can get Cane Dancer, or Confirm, or Secrets. Yeah, I don't see what they're holding on to Breach for. Okay, I guess they're hoping to ready for anything into Thunder Roads on their opponent's turn. But they're breaching now. And now they can't cast Thunder Roads if they draw it. They're going to bring that Cane... Are they trying to just block? Ready for anything? Well, whatever they did, they tapped incorrectly because now they can't cast Thunder Roads. They're trying to draw into Bounty of the Gardens, I guess. I mean, well, there it is. But is there a way to prevent lethal with Bounty? Yeah, Zane doesn't have enough mana for Cursory Glance after playing the Bounty.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they're 1 away from lethal. Yeah, because Purplemurasaki can't Strong Arm, but Cane Dance is going to prevent them that damage. So
what we're going to see here, the math is the 4 is getting blocked. We're going to see a Strong Arm on this, which is going to bring it up to 5. So Trample over is going to deal 3.
Yeah.
And then Zangy will be at 2.
So Zang's not dead yet. They still have a chance. They can still top deck into Thunder Roads.
Also, Purple could just top deck Scorch or something.
Yeah, but it's Zangy's turn first.
Oh, I forgot. I'm goofy. That's end step. They're
going to try to draw first.
I'm 100% paying attention here, and I always know what's going on.
That's really good for Zangy, because now they can prevent a creature from attacking mid-combat.
Yeah.
They're even going to attack. They're that confident.
Yeah, that seems a little bit arrogant to me, because, yeah.
I mean, what's the worst thing?
They have 2. Actually, no. They have mana to cast 2 Cursory Glances and an out-of-body experience. So even if they get, like... Well, Find Greater Purpose is good, because it could hit, like, 2 Strong Arms.
It gets countered.
Zangy could just counter both.
Well, no, they can just counter to Find Greater Purpose. Even requires Purplemurasaki to sack something as a cost, so that's even better to counter.
Why did they float mana before they cast this? Oh, because they're going to sacrifice it. That makes sense.
Shouldn't they sacrifice the treasure instead? Yeah, I think that they realized that. No, they're not going to sack the treasure for some reason. I don't know why. On Cursey Glance, yeah, there we go. Still, like, wait, actually, Zangy attacking with the... If they outbuy the Sculptor, it makes a flying Gaia, which Zangy can't actually block with their plant token. That's a huge problem for them. Well, I mean,
they're on a 2-turn clock now.
Yeah, but so is the opponent.
Yeah.
And with this many ready for anything, surely Zangy's going to find a Thunder Roads sooner or later, right?
Yes, or perhaps another land?
Do they need more lands right now?
Well...
Cane Dancer, that's good. They can make another bounty token.
Yeah. Or another...
Or Shard Range. Okay, that works too. I think they probably wants to Shard Rain's main phase so that Purple doesn't top deck a buff spell or anything. But they're not going to go for that.
Your opponent's out of cards in hand. I don't understand what the thought process is there.
Okay, Scorch, I mean, that gets countered by Cursory Glance, so Zangy's still safe. But that's an extremely close game, because Zangy's down to 1 life now, once the Elemental attacks.
I mean, they can just...
Yeah, I mean, they win next turn, but still.
Yeah.
That's extremely close.
Yet again, I misread a card. I'm like, Child Darren's Rage deals 3 damage to 3 damage to any target. That's not what that does. Not what that does. But now I know.
No, Zangy can end up turn Crane Dancer and make another bounty token, and that's the game. So it seems like we're going to have to settle with this in game 3. Hopefully we see an actual nut happen in game 3.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I came to this commentary expecting to make nut puns, and I want to make nut puns, goddammit.
That is a noble cause.
Okay, there we go. We have a leaf down hunk. And it's gonna be and we have a turn 1 creature.
Unless they cosmic sinkhole it.
Oh, that'd be extremely disappointing.
Yeah. This hand is mulliganed. Okay. This is a very, very questionable hand for Zangy, because you only, let me make sure I'm not misspeaking, they only have 1 land.
Yeah.
A really pretty land, but still 1 land.
Actually, why did they mulligan their previous hand? I mean, I feel like that hand was good enough. It had interaction early game.
Is Zangy thinking about keeping this one?
They kind of have to, right? Do they really want to go down to 4?
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't keep their last hand, though.
I mean, this hand's great if they draw another land, right? Because they get to ready for anything to dig from more lands.
If they draw another land. And they are on the draw, so they've got 2 opportunities before it's relevant.
Unfortunately, that means Cosmic Sinkhole is a lot worse.
Yeah.
They're good bottom ready for anything. Wait, why? That's your lifeline to more lands right now. Can you afford to bottom that thing? I'd rather just bottom Portal Fracture and then keep Pain Dancer ready for anything. Anyways, Pagan Archer.
I think they have the mindset of, if I just manage to remove my opponent's creatures, then I'll be good. But I don't know what's going to happen here. We might see a nut, but we might also see it get countered, which is sad.
Darn.
We also could see Fangden Jaws.
I think Fangden Jaws is probably the better play here, because like if it gets countered, then all you're losing is a land. You're not losing the backside of the creature along with it.
Yeah.
Alternatively, Purplemurasaki can just play Enraptured Countess to play around Cosmic Sinkhole, although that plays straight into Shell Drain's Rage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not going to... Wait, are we going to see it?
Yeah! It's probably going to get countered, though.
Saying, not letting Purplemurasaki nut.
Oh my gosh. I empathize. I feel you, man.
Yeah, just when we thought that we were going to see a nut, it doesn't happen.
50% of men.
Okay, so what do we have here? Saying still not running their second land, so that's really bad for them.
Yeah, no. Even though we didn't get a nut, we're probably still going to see Purplemurasaki really quickly run away with this game as they just continually prowess. This deck is a lot more resilient than you would think. Well, not you specifically, than one would think. Yeah. I guess see them going for 5.
I guess instead of nutting, Purplemurasaki is going to crush cowards. I guess the thing is coward for not letting Purplemurasaki nut.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the second land, but maybe a bit too late. No, wait, Shell Drain's Rage. That still gets there somewhat.
Yeah.
So Nebula on red, and then play Shell Drain's main phase in case your opponent has any buffs. You can shut Nebula on 2. I guess that makes sense in case they drop bounty. But yeah, there's Purplemusaki's creatures.
Yeah.
But
we still are going to see the Sculptor come down. But...
Yeah, they have a pretty good Sculptor lined up. And Enraptured Countess, that's also a really good creature.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to find Greater Purpose first, I guess, in order to see what they draw. And they flip a Sculptor off the top, so yeah, that's even better. They don't even have to play the Sculptor from hand. And then next turn they get to... Actually, no, they're kind of out of mana next turn, so next turn I guess they breach a creature to trigger Sculptor again.
And then they could also play the...
Ooh, Fangden Jaws actually chomping at the opponent.
You know, what a thematic land to animate.
There's Shell Drain's Rage. I mean, that's pretty good. Actually, no, if they hold Shell Drain's Rage and Purplemurasaki goes for the Sculptor play, they're going to Shell Drain's Rage and wipe all the lands.
Pretty scary.
I guess they need to think about whether they want to hold Shell Drain's Rage right for now in order to catch a land, or if they want to play it main phase to dodge pump spells.
I think they're going to try to go at main phase here.
Well, no, they're gonna cane dancer.
They're going to cane dancer the rage.
To block. You can't cane dancer a rage.
Oh.
Wait, what? Excuse me? That's a horrible brain fart from Zangy.
Hey, hold on. Is there an oracle that I'm missing? Hold on.
No, Zangy made a misplay.
Blue. Yep. Yeah.
Well, Zangy was playing pre-nerf cane dancer.
Now you can cosmic sinkhole, I guess.
No, you can't.
Oh,
it's
wait, you
exactly
can. There's
2.
no targets. Oh, exactly 2.
Okay. Instead, they're going to Shaldrain's Rage main phase. I feel like that's somewhat of a cowardly play. They should have tried to go for broke and tried to wipe out a land with the Shaldrain's Rage too.
Yeah, but also...
Because, like, what are they doing after this?
We can say that knowing people's hands, but technically...
Well, yeah,
I don't know.
They just get to breach the sculptor and then animate a land this way. So, yeah, actually, they knew that breach was exiled, so they knew that Purplemurasaki can do this. So there was really no reason to Shaldrain's main phase. They should have Shaldrain's during combat to prevent this from happening. And now they had no way to deal with the sculptor.
Yeah, as it would turn out, not drawing land. Oh yeah, we're just gonna see a Swordstone swing probably.
Yeah, the Scorch's gonna get countered at least, or Rapid Countess.
Yeah, because you want to get the Sculptor trigger as well. You're gonna play that, then you're gonna play Scorch, then you're gonna get. Is it Resolve's trigger or is it a cast trigger?
It's a cast trigger.
Sculptor. So yeah, these spells are still getting cast.
No way to prevent the loss, I guess.
Yeah.
Scorch doesn't do 4 damage. It's a Sculptor that's killing you afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the game. Unfortunately, we did not get to see the nut.
No.
Every time it could have happened, it was denied.
We got close so many times, but it just never came out. It is what it is. It's unfortunate.
Well, at least Purplemusaki's still in the running for top 8, so maybe we'll see them nut some other day.
Maybe I'll get nutted on. Who knows? Things might get crazy enough.
Yeah, 2 red burn decks going against each other. That's pretty hot.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it burn. I would say it's just blitz.
Yeah. 2 extremely fast red decks going against each other.
Yeah. We've already done it though. Which, sorry, I didn't play. I think it was. Was it the Russian or was it Obama? I think it was Obama.
Wait, was it Obama?
Hold on. It was a totally real American citizen, and not a Russian spy. Dude, it's crazy. We got all these celebrities in this tournament now.
I know, right? Even though a fictional person.
Yeah, it's crazy. Man, MSEM is really popping off.
Yeah.